And maybe it looks something like you back the Kurds in the north, and they cross over the border and invade, and they liberate the beachhead. And the U.S. has their air base in Iraq, and now you have a land bridge across the border into Iran, where the Kurds have established this beachhead inside the country. And so you can then begin supplying weapons, and you can fly in, and then maybe that is aided by special forces. Maybe that's aided by a U.S. ground presence. Maybe on the eastern side of the country, you get a Balochistan separatist group. There's another ethnic minority, the Baloch, in southeastern Iran. They're very restive, and they have some separatist groups there. Maybe it becomes a two-pronged attack, and they meet in the middle. Maybe something like this is in the cards. Either way, once again, what exactly is the plan? Because what it is sounding like more and more is that this is going to turn into a ground war. It is going to turn into a ground war with us. Because again, just like it happened with the nuclear program and the missiles, all you have to do is think about these strategic imperatives. We need to destroy missiles. We need to secure the nuclear material. We want Iran to capitulate, otherwise it isn't worth it. Israel actively seeks want these things. They're not leaving without them. They're not going to give up and go home and let Iran keep bombing them or rebuild or get emboldened, have a hardliner come to power, and it's even worse. They're not going to let that happen. They would sooner escalate and take it further than allow this window of opportunity to close and actually to have worsened the situation. Okay, so if failure is not an option, and if Iran does not surrender, and if we can't bomb them into submission or destruction, then what is going to absolutely have to happen? Some ground force is going to have to go in. It doesn't matter who, but someone is going to have to go in. And from these discussions, it looks like that is the Kurds, but we know that they are not enough. We know they have deep ties to the U.S. and Israel. We know they are not enough. So what it is starting to sound like is that inevitably that is where this is going to go. The country's going to destabilize. The regime will not capitulate. We may be incapable of destroying everything that they have. And so in the end, we're going to have to back some kind of popular uprising, some kind of hybrid, a mix of liberal anti-government forces, secessionists and separatists like the Kurds or Balochistan, and yes, maybe some kind of U.S. ground presence. But I don't see how you get to the end of the year. I don't see how you get to the end of this administration with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard intact. It's going to go. The question is just when and how. And we know the how. It has to be boots. So that's what it's going to be.
That sucks.
And you know something?
It's not fun to hear.
It's interesting that this is now being admitted by Netanyahu and Trump and the Kurds, because I said this about the protests in January. If you remember, in January, when all of this started, when the uprising began in Iran and it became the deadliest protest, and every paper of record in the United States, it was just, the front page was all about the atrocities that the Iranians were committing against the protesters. And that is when the United States and Israel were going to intervene. Now, there were reports when this was happening that the so-called protesters were actually not protesters at all. There were eyewitness accounts that the so-called protesters were clad in all black uniforms, were using professional tactics, were armed with automatic weapons, and they were targeting and seizing government buildings. That's not a protest. That's not a student uprising. And they talk about that woman who burned the photo of the Ayatollah with her cigar. That's not that. You know, she's not wearing all black, storming the regional government headquarters with an automatic weapon. That's not that. When you talk about people that are in uniforms but not holding a flag, what that is a proxy force. And where did the protests occur? Yes, they took place all across Iran, but where were the most casualties? Where were Iranian Revolutionary Guard getting killed the most? Where were the government buildings being taken over? It was all in the western part of the country. It was all in the Kurdish majority provinces of Iran. And I said this last month. I said, I would bet you that that was a Kurdish invasion. That was not a spontaneous uprising. That was not the will of the people and the protesters. I said that is an invasion of a proxy force over Iraq's border into Iran. And it failed. It was repelled. Now that changes everything, doesn't it? Because it's just like everything else. The way that they framed it is that Iran was brutally cracking down on protesters, indiscriminately firing into the crowd. They were just telling people, hey, come find your loved ones in a body bag. Really? Because what this looks like is that you tried to invade Iran, and Iran shut it down. They killed those people. They brutally killed those people, and they shut down the internet because they were being invaded, because we attacked their country. And then when it failed, it was laundered by the propaganda machine as a humanitarian disaster.
It's all bullshit.
The protesters tried, they failed, they went in, and then they were executed, and that's yet another reason why we have to intervene and destroy Iran. Think about the timeline. They say 6 days before this war began, in what is now last month, February, all the Kurdish anti-Iranian groups got together. You think that's a coincidence? What a coincidence. 6 days before diplomacy collapsed, the United States moved everything into place and initiated the conflict. All the Kurds came together, and it looks like they're going to invade Iran.
Seriously.
Maybe that's the plan B. If Iran doesn't surrender and we can't keep this war going on indefinitely, and we need a swift end to it, achieving our strategic objectives, that's going to be that missing ingredient. But again, they're not going to be able to do it on their own. So that implies that we're going to go in. And I hope that's not the case, but I think at this point, it looks likely. Question is just what exactly is the plan? What is the end game? And sadly, I don't think there's even an inkling of that. So we're going to watch how this plays out. We'll watch how it unfolds. Of course, it could go the other direction too. It's possible that there is a faction in the IRGC that is going to take power and negotiate with the United States. It's possible. It's just that we don't know. It's a gamble. It's a huge risk to take. And it's not very good odds. Again, the character of the regime, the character of the country, they have full faith and confidence that they're going to survive this, that they have time on their side, they have their missiles, and they're going to survive. And all they need to do is get through the worst of it, and then on the other side,
they could just drag it out and really hurt us. Like, that ain't going to be fun.
Just going to be more hardline, and they're just going to rebuild everything. And they can. Missiles are cheap, and they have centrifuges.
I feel like
they have the technology. They got it.
Punches.
So if the war ends and then they emerge from the rubble, you know where we're going to be in 6 or 9 months? Right back where we started. Right back. We're going to get all over again. Iranians building missiles again. We think they're building their nuclear program again. And so either Iran totally capitulates, which is very unlikely, or we surrender due to political pressure from Congress or from the public or something, and the regime survives. If the regime survives, then all that is going to happen is that the Israelis are going to hit them really hard, and they may keep the war going in perpetuity. If Iran's missiles are depleted but not altogether destroyed, maybe Israel will just keep the conflict going at a low boil, constantly degrading the regime and waiting for that revolutionary force to come together. And then the last option is that, again, you get an American-backed force with U.S. assistance, a hybrid force, maybe comprising the Kurds, anti-government forces within Iran, maybe other separatists, and we swiftly bring down the government. And that seems to be right now the outlook on the conflict. And I gotta say, just at what point do you learn your lesson? Who needed this? And we kind of did this last night. I don't want to get too much into the rhetoric here. You all get it. But think about what is happening in our country. Think about
better
what
than
just
no.
happened. We had a few thousand Border Patrol in Minneapolis. We are being ripped off by Somalians. Nobody wants these people here. They fucking suck. Okay? And people say, well, many of them are citizens. Who cares? Take their citizenship away. Many of them are naturalized. Take their citizenship away and get as many of them out of the country as possible. Nobody wants them here. There have been nothing but trouble since they got here. They don't even vote Republican, and they're scamming us. We put a few thousand Border Patrol in Minneapolis to see this through, and we couldn't even do it for a month. So think about it. We go in heavy, think about the contrast. We go in heavy to Minneapolis for our own tax dollars. They're stealing our money and then they're sending it to Somalia. We're literally liberating our tax dollars, our city, our country. And after 2 protesters died, Trump said, you know what? This is way too unpopular. We got to get out of here. And they drew down the force expeditiously, and now they're out. And people are disputing this. There is no dispute. People say, well, that's because Minneapolis and Minnesota capitulated. No, they didn't. They did not. Tim Walz and Jacob Frey both say we have not changed a single policy, and the ICE raids are over. So we retreated from Minneapolis, where we were fighting to liberate America from illegal immigrants, so that we could focus on deploying, apparently now boots on the ground, into Iran for regime change. Why exactly? They're not a threat to our country. They have no missiles that can reach us. They have no ability to touch us. They are not a threat. And allegedly, we destroyed their nuclear program. So what are we even doing there? We don't like the regime, so we're now going to commit all this energy and time and money and personnel and resources to overthrow it? Meanwhile, this is what happens in America. Meanwhile, the Haitians are still in Springfield. The Somalians are still in Minneapolis. The Venezuelans are still in Texas. There's still 40 million illegal immigrants here. You couldn't do an invasion force for your own country, but you can do it for Iran. Okay, got it. And the other thing that's funny about this, in the end, what will Iran be destroyed by? Their diversity. Who is protesting the regime in Iran? Liberals, college students, women, racial and ethnic minorities. What does that tell you? Who are the biggest allies in the war against the Iranian regime? Liberals, college students, women, racial and ethnic minorities. Iran is fighting for their sovereignty. You understand that, right? They're fighting so that they do not have to capitulate to Washington and Israel. They want to be free, independent, strong. And in order to do this, they need a siege mentality. They have turned their country into a fortress. They need to pursue strategic weapons. They need to prepare for war. That's why the economy sucks.
I agree.
And a lot of people sort of understand that. And maybe they have aspirations for sovereignty. But if an outside force wants to rape your country, because that's what this is, it's rape, we're raping them. We want their government to submit to us forcefully. Who is going to be our ally as we murder them, as we drop bombs and laugh, as we slaughter them, as we destroy their country? Who is the greatest ally of the evil outside force raping you, taking your freedom, taking your sovereignty? Women, students, liberals, racial and ethnic minorities. It's going to be an army of Kurds, literally an army of knuckle-dragging mudslimes, the most primitive people in the Middle East, and they're just a grieved minority. It's going to be stupid bitches that don't want to wear the burqa. They want to dance and they want to go on OnlyFans and trannies and stuff like that. It's the stupid young people that are brainwashed in universities where they have Western influence. And it is liberals that want elections, liberals that want an open society. Yeah, why do you think that favors Israel? Because an open society can be penetrated. An open society is wide open, open for business.
It anyway.
Yes, we will take your foreign contributions in our elections. Yes, we will take your National Endowment for Democracy-backed press and student groups because that's freedom. Liberalism is a cancer. And by liberalism, I don't mean like progressives. I mean liberalism. It makes us weak. It makes us vulnerable.
Damn sure does.
Those are the vulnerabilities in Iran: feminism, diversity, and voting. It couldn't be more simple. Their diversity is invading their country to topple their government. Their women are creating the propaganda to destroy their government. It's like, who would win? This 85-year-old cleric who like gave his life to his country and religion, turned his country into a fortress made out of missiles and nukes? Or like some stupid bitch that just wanted to dance? Some stupid bitch who doesn't understand anything, who is like, I want to have fun. I want to go out and party like they do in the West. And liberals who say, well, we just want an open society where we can vote. We don't want this oppressive regime.
Nick explains
Well, you
to
open
us
up the society
how it's
and
actually
you open it up
worse
to all that
than we
foreign
think it
influence from the
is.
U.S. and Israel, and that's why they don't want it.
Motherfucker, bro.
Same reason China has
Oh,
a great
shit.
firewall, and you're sort of starting to
Oh,
understand
what a
why.
good show.
We used to think that the Chinese and the Iranians had a cyber firewall to keep their people in. They didn't want their own people to know about Tiananmen Square, and they didn't want their own people to know about their corruption, and so on. In reality, it was about keeping the West out. It was about, because what is the West going to do? We're going to destabilize their country. If there was no great Chinese firewall, we would bombard their country with anti-China propaganda. We would be talking about the Uyghurs, and we would be vilifying the regime and all sorts of things. And it would destabilize China. And you start to see this in America, where you go on Twitter and it's all foreign influence. All of it. It's all Israel. It's all India. It's a lot of the Muslims too. Let's be honest. It's Russians. It's a lot. It's the CIA. Our internet is being pumped full of propaganda. And you look at Iran, a country that is on the verge of collapse. It's a country that's being killed. Their vulnerabilities were those three things. Those are the three things that bring ruin to a nation. It's diversity, it's women, and it's tolerance. It's openness. And this is food for thought for America. If there was some country that wanted to destroy America, would they back a Mexican force to invade America?
No, they would back a left.
And liberate the Mexicans in LA? Let's say as an example, I mean, that sounds crazy, but as an example, would they back BLM rioters to destroy the cities?
Oh, shit.
Would they go for the women and, try to make it into some kind of women's rights things? And then, of course, the open society, they already take advantage of it. This is how they destabilize a country. So there's a lesson in this. This is why Israel doesn't tolerate a lot of that stuff. So that's that. That's the situation in Iran. It's like a waking nightmare. But like I said, we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to keep you updated on everything. With that, we're going to move on. We're going to take a look at our super chats. We'll see what you guys have to say about all this. Much to consider, much to think about. 2026, yeah, I'm thinking no. Thinking I'm not going to vote for anyone. Where's my, there it is. I'm out. And I'm already getting attacked. Everybody's already attacking me. You're a Democrat. You're a Fed. You know what my answer is now? Fuck you. Fuck you. I am in my era of I don't give a fuck anymore, okay? I'm seriously over it. Like, I am past it. I'm in my villain era. I'm in my era of I don't give a fuck. People are saying, you're a Democrat, you're a Fed. It's like, hey, asshole, we are at war with Iran, okay? Wake up. Like, trust the plan, vote for Trump. What are you, 8 years old? You can call me a Democrat. You can call me whatever you want. I'm playing both sides, okay? We play both sides like Chanel. We're playing both sides. Democrat, Republican, I am going with whatever hates my enemies more. And right now, Republicans are my enemies. I want to destroy them.
Incumbents are mine.
People say, well, but the Democrats are going to do all this stuff, and the Democrats that Republicans brought us to war in Iran. Period. End of story. I'm not listening anymore. You're not getting through. I will not be gaslit. And this is what people need to do. At a certain point, people are going to make up their minds. You're going to have to make your decision, okay? And a lot of people don't love this. I get DMs all the time. People say, you're making a big mistake. You're not going to... Make up your mind. You make your decision. I've made mine. I can only speak for myself. I am a citizen. I am an American. I have a vote. I'm not giving my vote to this treacherous administration. I'm not voting for the party that brought us to war in Iran, for Israel. I will never do that. Never. You can do whatever you want. If you have more tolerance for bullshit, hey man, knock yourself out. Another sucker is born every day. You want to vote for that because the Democrats are worse? Hey man, go for it. I'm not doing it. And to the extent that people are going to attack me on that basis and say, like I said, all the usual allegations, try to destroy my reputation, it's only because they're afraid of that outcome. They don't want white people to know their power. They don't want the base to know its true power. They don't want us to rise up and develop our own political consciousness and start fighting for our own interests. They want to keep us complacent, keep us asleep. You can be angry, but you got to keep voting. You can be upset, but you got to keep playing the game. I'm not playing the game. I don't play games. I flip over the table. I don't like what I'm getting. I flip over the table. I play a new game.
And
that's where I'm at right now.
Childish
I have had it, and I'm going to do something about it. Aren't you tired of bitching? I've had it. Now I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to vote for the Democrats because fuck you. People are saying, we're going to go on Twitter and we're going to voice our dissent. That gets us nowhere. That's doing nothing. We tried that. We voted for this. Well, you voted for this in 24. It didn't work. So now I'm trying something else. I'm going to do something about it. And the more they panic, the more I know I'm doing the right thing. The more that people who are paid to lie to me call me out for this, the more I know I'm doing the right thing.
No shit.
People that are literally paid money under the table to peddle influence, soft money influence. These people are out there saying, hey, everybody, it's okay. As long as there's no boots on the ground, here's how we could still win. If people that are being paid to lie to my fucking face, sending my country into a war that we have no business fighting, if those people are telling me, oh, you're a Democrat plant, you're a Fed, well, then I know I'm in the right because those people are the fucking enemy. They are the enemy. They hate you. They treat you with contempt. Contempt in every word. And you know what's funny? I've seen it. I've seen people that have defended this administration in a disgusting fashion. Whores with no dignity. Whores on their hands and knees with no dignity. It's filthy. It's disgusting. I think about people like Andrew Isker. This fat, endomorphic idiot. He's been on Twitter for 2 years saying, got what I voted for. Oh, got what I voted for. I'm a fat idiot. I'm a fat, stupid goy. I'm a goy in abundance. And this guy has done nothing but cocksuck the administration since they got in. He has done nothing but make excuses, trust the plan, all the rest of it. I see this guy this weekend. He goes, you know what? I supported this administration, but I don't like this. He goes, I'm against the war with Iran. This doesn't seem good. And immediately he's getting attacked. Immediately he's getting attacked by all his own people. And I see him post on Twitter. He goes, look, guys, I'm not a Democrat. I'm a plan truster. I'm not a third worldist or a panikin. I've trusted the plan. Honest. I'm not a third worldist. I'm a heritage American. He goes, but I don't want a war with Iran. He's literally pleading with them. They flipped on him on a dime. That's who we're dealing with. It is a gaslighting psyop. All of it. I saw the same thing happen to Aiden. I saw the same thing happen to Aiden on X from AF Post. He's like Jeb Bush. It was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake until he finally decided It was a mistake. When we launched the war in Iran, he goes, you know, you guys just don't get it. It's about China. This is great. And then within 2 days, he goes, I have a feeling we did this for Israel. You don't say. Oh, really? We invaded Iran for Israel? You don't say. If only someone was warning us. If only someone was warning us. But even him, and the same story. Now, Captive Dreamer is calling him out. Captive Dreamer calls out Aiden on X. You're a disloyal Panikin. You're a disloyal R. And so these people, they need to lose. I don't even care. They just need to lose. I don't care if the Democrats win. These people need to lose because they hate you. How much do you have to hate a person to lie to their face and tell them, I'm on your side, I'm working for you, I'm on your team, I'm a patriot. We just have to do this, and they're being paid to sell you something that will hurt you. How much do they have to hate you? I think they hate you even more than the Democrats do. Even the plan trusters are not spared from that. So that's why I say, I'm leaning in. I'm leaning in. I'm on lean and I'm leaning in. Yeah. My vote for the Democrats is a middle finger to the GOP. I don't care. Say what you want. People say that's a dumb idea. I don't care. That's what I'm doing. I've made up my mind. You have pissed me off royally, and that is now what I will do. And if they want to win in 28, you got to find somebody else. I will not vote for Vance. I will not vote for Rubio. They brought us this. You don't want to repeat this in 28? Give me somebody I can vote for. Give me somebody that's America first. Otherwise, give it to the Democrats. I'll flee. I'll go to Vietnam. I'm out. Country's coming down anyway. What does it matter? And this is what you guys need to understand. This country is fucked. Okay? And the only thing that is going to turn this country around is radical change. Not moderate reform, radical change. If the Republicans are not giving us radical change, they're just giving us collapse at a slower pace, right? They're liberals driving the speed limit. They're standing in front of liberals yelling stop and being rolled over, being steamrolled. So that's actually not a solution. Telling everybody we're going to have whites become a minority at a slightly slower rate and, Israel's still going to run the country and so on. Yeah, that doesn't get us. I don't know what we're buying time for at that point. We have to stop playing not to lose and start playing to win. And that means taking ourselves seriously to start voting for ourselves, voting for our own interests, voting as a block, rather than going with Wall Street, Silicon Valley, and Israel every year. It's what it is. So that's that. Okay, now we're going to move on. Now we're going to take a look at our super chats. I can't even describe it to you how out of my mind I am about this. All right, but let's take a look. Let's see what you guys have to say. It's always the best part, isn't it? Always the best part of the show. Okay.
Sheboygan Grow I % $20. That 3K super chat I sent a year ago for a new suit finally paid off. Also, it's crazy you had this all exactly predicted beat for beat the day after October 7th, 2023. Great stuff.
I really did. I really did, didn't I? Thank you.
Meeplemore sent $20. Matt Walsh will be a Shabbos Goy until he fills out the apology form.
Well, he'll be a Shabbos Goy until he quits working for Ben Shapiro. Isn't that kind of a low bar? Like, don't work for Ben Shapiro, maybe? Kind of obvious.
Real sent $50. When are there going to be crypto payments on AF+?
Probably not going to happen.
Courage Max sent $50. Did you see? Pariah the doll looked and sounded like a female when he was 17. He got the voice he wanted. That was before he ever took any tranny pills. He manifested it. Jews lied about biology too.
Okay. So what's the angle there? I'm not really following. So you're saying that you can be a natural tranny? You need to be an ancestral tranny. These Jews and their soy seed oil trannies, I'm trad. There are ancestral trannies
That's
and
funny.
they
That's
pass
just
just
cracking me
fine.
up.
They don't need all that estrogen. What are you saying? What is your point? What the fuck are you talking about? Bri the Doll was on tranny pills, I think, early. I believe he got like medically transitioned when he was 14. He had puberty blockers.
Man.
So that's just not true. You were misinformed. I'm almost positive that he went on estrogen before he hit puberty. He had puberty blockers. So that's just not, what you're saying is not even true.
That's so sad.
But I'm not even really sure what it is you're saying.
It's so fucking sad.
But that's
man.
crazy. Bro wants a natty tranny. Bro wants a organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised tranny. I got some organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised estrogen. I got some nice reverse osmosis, remineralized water. People like that need to be fucking cut in half with swords and knives. I have had it with those people. I have had it with ancestral people. You know, I'm ancestral because I'm a white nationalist,
We have
okay?
Ancestors.
You're ancestral because what? You bought some artisanal cheese? You fucking idiot. You know what else is really funny? Do you know there are more microplastics in a glass water bottle than in a plastic one? That is like the most delicious morsel. That is a 10-course meal. That is my last meal. How many fucking idiots read an article about microplastics and said, oh, plastic water bottle? Oh, I won't drink out of that. And they're literally getting more microplastics. And isn't there sort of a lesson in that? Isn't there sort of a lesson there? You know? Isn't there something poetic about that? People go, ew, plastic water bottle, I won't drink out of that. And then you have plastics leaching into the glass water bottle because people say, huh? Because it is lined with plastic and the plastic leaches in from the cap. So that's just like, you know, we live for things like that. But anyway, not to go off about the ancestral thing. I just see that video every other week. I see that video of this guy where he lays out his grocery haul and he's like, I got some nice pasture raised. I got some nice farm fresh pasture raised eggs. I got some, organic ice cream. I've got some nice reverse osmosis remineralized water. I've got some nice potatoes.
Oh, man. He's good. He
And you're
has
like,
good
dude,
impressions.
Get a fucking life. Don't you have a job, you stupid asshole? Don't you have a job? Is this what you do all day? This is what you do all day, I guess. You go to your farmer's market, you buy all this crap, you take it home, and then you lay it all out on the table to take videos of it and show, this is what I'm eating this week. Hey, no one cares, Buster. Hey, Buster, nobody cares what you're eating this week, dumbass. No one cares what eggs you bought at the fucking store. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it really does. Like I said, it's one of those things, you know how like you go on TikTok and you see the same movie clips every other 6 months? It's like every 6 months you watch the same clip from the same movie, from like The Green Mile or The Green Book or whatever. It's like that. Every 6 weeks on Twitter, I see this guy's table. So we got some nice farm fresh pasture raised eggs. We got some nice farm fresh pasture raised beef. And I'm like, who are you? What do you, don't you people have any longing? Don't you have any yearning? Like, is this what it is for you? The next time somebody tells me that food is fuel, I'm going to take out my gun and shoot them in the face with a bullet. The next time somebody tells me, you know, you got to look at food as fuel, I'm going to go to the trunk of my car, take out a shotgun, and I'm going to fucking shoot their face off. Food is fuel. No, food is yummy. Okay? Food is yummy. And that's really all we have, isn't it?
Neutron sent $20.
And that's
New to
really
the
all
show
we
now.
have.
Happy to have your content. You are a sharp-dressed man. Where do you buy your suits? Thank you.
This old thing I got at the farmer's market. Pasture raised, farm fresh, no artificial preservatives, no BPAs. It's peaty.
Based Wang sent $20. This will be my last super chat for a
It's
while. I'm getting
ancestral.
deployed tomorrow. Appreciate you, Nick. Stay based. Love you all.
Hey, good luck out there, man. Kill all. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to put that out into the world. But hey, good luck, buddy. Good luck, buddy. Go out there and try and stay alive. Okay, we're rooting for
Harrison
you.
Bergeron sent $100. Hitler shot himself in the bunker to ensure Germany's final victory and ascent to Jannah. Still think you're winning, allies?
Yeah. Thank you for the big super chat. They didn't know what was coming. When they forced Hitler to kill himself, that's when they sealed their defeat. They didn't know that the 1,000-year
martyred
Reich
him.
was imminent after that. Gotta love it. Love the code.
Kay sent $20. Hey, Nick, did you see that Ireland is sending all of their aircraft carriers to the Persian Gulf?
I did, yeah. I heard Iran is just, they're going to surrender just hearing about it. All of Ireland's submarines, its aircraft carriers, fighter jets, attack helicopters, none of them. They're all being deployed. Honestly, how big of a bitch do you have to be? You don't even have an army? You have nothing? Imagine sitting there in Ireland, or I don't know, some other country, and you have to watch America just go to town on all these little people. Must suck. What must it be like not having been born in the greatest country in the world?
Bald Grow Wipers sent $25.
I pity
Grow
them.
Wipers infiltrating local/state politics may have to continue to vote for Republicans since they have our voting records.
Or don't vote.
AR14 sent
Simple.
$50. Hey man, longtime fan, why advocate voting Democrat over pushing solid primary candidates we align with or forming a new party? Dems would flood borders again and continue the bullshit. God
Because
bless.
I want them. Okay. We're not going to keep explaining
DS
it.
sent $20.
Yeah.
Sexually assault
Gotta
Sneeko.
take the
No,
incumbents.
no. We are not raping Sneeko, molesting Sneeko. We're not SAing Sneeko. Do not grape Sneeko. No graping. No SA. I don't want to see anybody SA
I didn't know
Sneeko.
that
He's our
American
guy, man. He's
flags
our,
did
you
that
know,
were on the little
he's our
emote,
brown
though.
clown.
Very neat.
That's my nigga, you know. We love Sneeko. He's the GOAT. We just need him to come over to our side. We need him to come over to our way of looking at things, you know. No SA. No graping him.
Jason Todd sent $20. Leon Kennedy is a patriot.
Who?
Sabian sent $20. Is it okay to use my EBT card in public with my AF merch on? Or will it make you look bad?
Nah, knock yourself out. Who cares?
Frizzy sent
It's
$20.
over.
Mount FD transfer. Is Polymarket useful for info or just agents? Also Lolet refusing to vote GOP and D plus 67 Chicago Likers matters.
Is that real? Well, okay. Hey, idiot. I have a big platform, dumbass. Yeah, if I was just some guy in Chicago, but I'm the 7th most powerful Chicagoan. I'm not saying this as a Chicagoland voter. I'm saying this as the 7th most powerful Chicagoan as ranked by Chicago Magazine.
What?
So
That's pretty dope.
you're an MTFD transer. You could never get that out of me. Why would you go and tell people that? If you're detransing, you should just say, hi, I'm a regular guy. Bro introduces himself. Hey, MTFD transer, by the way. Anyway, is Polymarket degenerate? It's like, what? So what's with the preamble? Bro said, yeah, you in the back. Hey, yeah, male to female detransitioner. Anyway, is Polymarket degenerate or is there actually... It's like, bro, if that were me, you could never get that out of me. Why don't you just say,
Right,
hey, I'm a
though.
regular guy? Hey, I'm a regular guy with a normal ass question. No, but thanks. Polymarket, here's what I say about the betting markets. It just reflects
But
as much
everybody
information
feels.
as in the world. So I don't actually think it's
It's an
predictive.
aggregate.
It's really more of an indicator of what information is public. So you got to keep
what
that in
the
mind.
public
Ken Gassidic Tucker Suim sent
sentiment
$20.
is like.
Ayatollah Sam Haidullah stop Greater Israel. Never
But-
Vance, never Rubio. They are invited to Purim.
Great.
Weapons of Mass
Amazing.
Simpers sent $20.
You know,
Where did all
people
the
are
liberal
pretty
fatties log in
smart,
his growth
so
heads
the
go? Did
money
it go to the
is
movement?
usually on.
I still see him. I saw new Groipet on
People
TikTok.
don't spend
she kept
money
making
on
audios of
fucking
me.
nothing. They
Some
might-
blonde
usually they
Groipet.
know something.
Yeah, they abandoned me as
have
everybody
good
does.
sense.
I have abandonment issues. They left me. They left me. I knew it was never going to last. That's why I never fell for it. They were just trying to trick me to make me look foolish. And now they're all gone. No, there's still some of them around, but they moved on, okay? They moved on to clavicular. They moved on to somebody else. It's the way of the world. It's somebody else's turn now.
Scott Buchanan sent $20. My race realism journey started when Norm Finkelstein said the problem is Israeli society. I was like, what the hell is even that? Oh, right. So here I am. Keep up the great work.
Boom.
Anonymous
Bang.
Rooster sent $20. And the war in Ukraine for real for real. Russia is our ally.
I don't know if I go
Big
that
Miller
far.
sent $20. Hey Nick, much love from all the fellas at Marine Corps Base Hawaii. You have a huge base of support in the
All
military.
my fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you, man. We
That's a
appreciate
good
it, all my
crew to
fellas.
have
We love
a
the
rapport
Marines.
with.
Shavery sent $20.
W
Smoke
Dad
Marine
Marines.
and Crenshaw pack.
Marine.
I don't even know who Steve Toth is.
Yeah,
My
how about it,
grandfather
Dan
was a
Crenshaw?
Marine.
Lost like a bitch.
Southtown 5498 sent $20. Best item on the Easy Gap line?
Oh, that's a tough one. Let me think. What do I have? I have the jacket's pretty cool. And the hoodies were nice.
Who the fuck wears hoodies?
But you know what the problem is with the hoodie? It kind of like, it's too, like the hood makes you look like this. The hood makes you look like this. So that's the only trouble with it. But the normal hoodies were nice. That like blue hoodie that I had, that was a great hoodie.
Sabel sent $20. Knowles is worse than Walsh and good boys like PVD and Tim Pool, with Jewish handlers on payroll are pissing me off. How can good faith disagreements exist when Israeli subversion is this obvious?
Yeah, they seem dishonest. And Michael Knowles, I'm really disappointed in him. There is nothing he will not shill for.
Candace's Chocolate Cheeks sent $20. Let's say hypothetically you could have every single one of your ideals be implemented in government permanently, but you have to LARP as a devout Muslim for a week to make it happen. Would you do it? If you fail within the week, Sneeko rapes your butt.
Okay.
Luke sent
Thanks.
$25. You hate see Alex the goat upset today realizing the Trump administration is over. He held on for as long as he could.
Yeah, he's a loyal guy. Big Alex. We love him. He's a sweetie pie.
Tim Gan 152 sent $20. Nick, my wife and I pray for the Holy Spirit to guide you. For the young men, women, and teens that don't know where to start, volunteer at your local parish. Serve the Lord and he will provide. Praying
Very
justly emoji.
true. Very true. Thank
Enrique
you.
Lopez sent $100. Nick, really want to hear your take on the Kurds now being armed in Western Iran for a ground war with the IRGC. Supposedly the CIA is arming them. Haven't we already betrayed them like 8 times after we've used and abused them? I feel like this is something you'd be up to speed on.
Well, that's what the show is about. So thank you for the big super chat. We already answered
Malo Baby
that.
sent $20. The Jews against Rome.
Yep.
Wilhelm sent $20.
As always.
What is the point of sticking it to the GOP if both parties are controlled by Jews anyways? Why not create a nationalist party?
Okay. Not going to keep explaining it. but
Hamiltonian
I
sent
appreciate
$20.
it.
I've just been admitted to a D3 law school and am planning to infiltrate FedSoc. Do I now qualify as elite human capital? Also curious, have you always been in favor of the JCPOA? If not, when did your stance change and what caused you to reconsider?
I don't remember, honestly. It's such a long time ago. I was against it when it came out. I was like a Zionist when it came out, but when I was in high school, I was very pro-Israel, and I was like, Iran should never have a bomb, blah, blah. And so I don't know. I don't even remember what my take was about it in 2018. I'm not even sure.
Noah sent $20. Thoughts on Jose Antonio Primo de Rivera, founder of
I never
Spain's
really
Falange,
thought
a nationalist
anything of
authoritarian
it
movement in
either.
1930s Spain?
I wasn't
Grow
pro
up,
rah
bro.
rah
XX0001
Israel
sent
or
$100.
anything, but
Hi,
I
Mr.
just
Nicholas M. from Qatar. I
was
wanted
like,
to let you know
yeah,
that
they're
the U.S. Embassy in the
fucking
region of the jets with
terrorists.
Raslav and
Kill
Gas,
'em.
Aramco, oil, have been shot by Mossad. I
Yeah,
can't tell you
fight
more than
that
that. Thank you.
war.
Okay, thank you for the big
Boogly
super
Woogly sent
chat.
$20. Gonna need that Asmongold collab ASAP. I like him, but his Middle East commentary are cat dirt here.
Yeah, well, he said he's going to do it. It's a question of when he wants to do it. So,
Joe Doyle
We'll
96
see.
sent $100. I watch you and Crowder the most. Between you and him, I must say that you are authentic and the only one who is speaking on facts and not emotions. Thank you for all that you do. Us vets support you. USA emoji.
hey, thank you for the big super chat.
Brett Cooper's
Yeah,
Phil
glad
Vance
to
sent
hear it.
$20.
Up with a
Okay,
like.
come on now. Don't be
I
gross.
Millennial
did
Roy
pretty
percent
good
$50.
last
You killed it on
night.
the
It
Alex
was like
Jones show.
95.
Thanks.
Great job getting
bro.
Alex to
That's
realize
not
this
too
administration is a
shabby.
failure. Roger Stone was all but hurt over it. Smiley face emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. It's going to be badass seeing you host the Alex Jones show.
I don't know what Roger Stone's problem is. He's got a real hard on. for me.
B2TW Armenia sent $50. Properly understood Venezuela is part 2 in a 3-part Iran war.
Usually
As a
I don't
precondition
get
to an Iran war, we would need to
95
insulate
till,
against
like,
oil
the
shocks.
next
So we hit
day.
A. 1.5 months later, we're at war with Iran.
Fake. That's just not even true.
Big-
We talked about all that when it happened.
Big Nibba Grow, I
I'm
percent
sure.
$20. The Iran war really is a turning point, especially in regard to anti-Semitism. I had a guy in my class bring up 109 countries said schools instead of countries, and the teacher was smiling and nodding.
Really?
Yaddle
Interesting.
sent $50. Would you recommend reading Hitler's War or The Lord of the Rings first if you're trying to get the good understanding of the Red Pill? Jester Maxing for the boys. You're in my prayers. God bless. Nick.
Always gesturing. Always gesturing.
Moroccan sent $20. Hey Nick,
hurts
what are
me.
your thoughts on Morocco as a country? As the U.S.'s first friend and a part of the Mediterranean?
I have no thoughts on them, but they are a slave to Israel. They're in the Abraham Accords.
Rapist of all sent $40. I scored a 177 on the LSAT. I'm 6'2 and handsome. Just here to brag. Thank you.
Oh, well, congratulations. Good for
Aaron
you.
sent $20. JD in
Congrats.
2028 will say he stood up to Israel. Apply leverage so they wouldn't attack Turkey.
Yeah, no. Terrible prediction.
This dog
False.
hunt 988 sent $50. Thanks for another great show. One thing to remember about the average goy, if they all could read a clock, it'd be a little harder for dudes like us to tell the time. Keep on trucking. Godspeed.
That's true. Well said.
The Nationalist sent $1,000. Keep it coming, man. You're truly the highlight of so many people's weeks with your informative insights, logical reasoning, and authentic voice. God bless you, your family, and your supporters.
Hey, thank you very much. Very kind message, and I appreciate the huge super chat. 07's in the chat, please, for the Nationalist. 07's in the chat. W. I appreciate. Thank you. It feels good to be appreciated. The gesturing is not in vain. I appreciate that.
Mad Dog America sent $20. Hypothetically, if the community raised enough.
Because that's all it is. That's how I literally feel every night. I am the jester, you know. This is me every night. And this is you guys.
60's pretty good, but it could be better, fellas.
This is you.
Could be better. That would be fucking legit.
This is you. You're unimpressed.
I would be impressed if y'all did 95 again. Too.
Great show. Whatever.
Would
And then this is me.
absolutely be impressed.
With the song playing in the background.
Hey.
So
Oh.
it's that GIF. But you know what? This jester's gonna get a gun. No, I'm kidding. Somebody sent me a GIF or a video of the jester getting a gun and shooting the princess. And that was actually just cathartic to see. That was just like a cathartic visual. So that's what made me think of it. I'm not crazy. I was just thinking of the visual. But thank you for the huge super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Very kind message. I'm glad that's the highlight of your week. Oh, man.
Mad Dog America sent $20. Hypothetically, if the community raised enough money to start an America First party, would you be supportive of Thomas Massie as our nominee? Do you think he'd be a good pick for that position?
No.
I like Massey.
No.
He does the right thing.
No.
But
Absolutely
I just
not.
don't think
Absolutely
much
not.
of him as a.
No. We
He's
need
kind
a
of a
hostile
dork.
takeover of the GOP.
He
This
doesn't
whole
have
third party thing.
swagger.
Do you know how much money it costs to get on the ballot for a third party? Like millions of dollars. Many millions of dollars to get ballot access. It's not a walk in the
and you
park.
got to be
and
plugged in.
I'm just
have
I've
money.
always been very skeptical of
Pat
third party. And even the
Buchanan,
Thomas Massie thing. I
Ross
like him, but he's
Perot.
not the guy.
They put a lot of money.
I don't want to
into it.
do some Nicky Knack protest candidate. I want fucking Hitler. I want Caesar in the flesh. Okay. I want something real that is actually going to take us across the Rubicon. I don't want no offense, some nerd who is like a libertarian and
dork.
whatever. That guy's not presidential. And I
No.
like him, but he's clearly
He's
not
a weasel.
Caesar. I want Caesar.
Anybody who's watched Thomas Massie, he's a bit of a smartass, but like kind of a bitchy, like fly buzzing around you, kind of naggy. Like, oh, I like the guy. Don't get me wrong, but when he questions people, I just he doesn't have balls. He doesn't have the swag.
I want Napoleon. I want Alexander.
Nothing
I'm not
against the
settling for
guy.
anything less. And I
You
want a
either got
Republican.
it or you
If
don't.
Trump could do it, someone else could do it. We don't need a third party. And I don't like the third
Based
party.
Crusader sent $20. Get yo ass down there and help out the embroidery team. I still haven't got my quarter zip nigga. Shavery
We're
sent
not doing
$20.
this,
Thanks for the
please.
correction on MDO versus Shotgun last night. Nick, what do you think the land element looks like?
Kurds and special ops.
Ray Godsby sent $20. 41 voted for Trump. 3x can't believe he sold out his original principles of America First.
Yeah, I know. Well, believe it.
The Arabian Grow sent
Believe
$25. How is your Ramadan fasting going, brother Fuentes? Red heart emoji. Flex
Well,
biceps emoji.
I'm not Muslim, pal.
Gumble 2 Gumble sent
I'm a
$20.
Christian.
Episode 6 million of Iran First. Big show. The American Bolsheviks are an existential threat. Iran is not. You're a student of history and know this.
Okay, it was just idiotic.
Monster Mike sent $50. Always a fucking Ultima.
Every single time.
Roman America sent $25. Argmatis. Dan Crenshaw will be walking the plank tonight. Deholify sent $20. Israel will launch Ouroboros into the atmosphere, which will complete global saturation. Sunglasses emoji. Politics with Autism sent $20. Changed my mind. I don't think we can fix this peacefully. Why would the Jewish government pass the SAVE Act and let us vote our way out?
Okay, we're just not even entertaining
Politics with
that.
Autism sent $20. When do we start talking? First, amen. About the final option. Joe M sent
Okay.
$20.
Hello,
Now would be a good time to
officer.
collab with Asman so his chat can hear the truth. He's fully riding with Trump and Rubio talking points.
Well, then he can invite
Sonic
me on.
Decad Garage sent $20. Whatever happened with Jimmy Dore? Did his Jew sidekicks convince him not to interview you?
I think that's exactly
Gumble
what
2
happened.
Gumble sent $20. Me movement died in the holly. For God's sakes, enough with the war correspondent stick. You sound like Goem in Abundance
Okay,
sent
you
$20.
don't like it?
Have
Then
you
don't
seen
watch.
that Anthropic has fallen out of favor with the current administration? They favor Altman now. Unrelated. Lucky tweeted this to a Jew. Bro, please. I like the Jews, but you are making it really hard with this. Don't expose Epstein or his French tick. JFC. Is Palmer coming around? Jacob E 2003 sent $20. Watching you and Alex Jones on a show is peak male experience. God bless you. My prayers also go out to Aideen.
Yeah. Prayers up for Aiden Ross. I heard his sister passed. God bless him. Pray for him and his family and for her. I just can't even imagine what he's going through. It must be devastating. That just before I went live, I got to reach out to him, but through a tough time. So, I'm praying for him. I'm praying for his family. I'm praying for his sister. It's just unbelievable. But, yeah, we love him. He's a good guy. You can tell he's a good guy. He loves his family. And, I hope he hangs in there.
Rashawn Vance from ID sent
Tough.
$50. Can we organize and go to Washington and protest for this administration to step down immediately? This is the tyrannical government our forefathers warned of. Div Mitch sent $20. Just wanted to say I'm probably the biggest liberal and disagree with 90% of what you say, but I do appreciate your perspective and how much I've learned about Israel and the other side of my views.
Glad to hear it.
Groy per Steve sent $20. Stream discussion / debate with Asmongold on the Iran war. Colomb 0 sent $20. Do you like Gates to challenge Vance for 28? He is still in good standing with MAGA despite moving over to the Israel critic.
No,
Groy per training
absolutely.
sent
He's an idiot, dude.
Groy per
Look
training
at him.
sent $20. New Groy per here. Just started learning about you and how you have been right on the war with Iran. I don't see anyone else covering this historic event like this. Thank you. On my journey. I was wrong. Groy percent $100. I was deployed to Qatar. It's how everyone there pronounced it. Deploying there is even called doing the JH. I also double checked with Grok before I tagged you and said it was pronounced that way. Please accept this super chat as an apology. I was just trying to be helpful. Thanks for being the GOAT.
You were wrong, and you were wrong. But I appreciate the big super chat. Damn, that sucks that you were wrong. I was wrong, Groiper. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Just, double check next
Ben
time.
Shapiro's Force Kin sent $50. Funny how
check.
Dana Loesch brings up Beirut barracks bombing as a reason to attack Iran. She's the same bitch who would say the USS Liberty happened so long ago it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
That fuck
right.
Josh Howerton.
Beirut, 40 years ago.
Beetlejuice
That's why
69
we're
sent
going to war.
$20. Nick, did you see Matt Walsh calling out Trump and asking why he thinks he can make a move like this in Iran that is clearly controversial? But he cannot go through with mass deportations?
I did, yeah. Maybe he's finally coming
Groy Forever
around.
sent $100. Dear leader. 4 quarters zip sorted. Can't wait. Gen X with Poli side agree. You are the best political commentator I've ever heard.
Thanks.
You had me when you talked about Huntington Clash of Civilizations. Thank you, dear leader. You are the GOAT. W
Thank
for
you,
America
man.
first.
I appreciate the big super chat. Yeah, put some respect.
Bad Goy 1776 sent $20. You've been the top goy. Prediction king. Intelligence maxing. The hate for you on X is insane. Who do you hate most on X?
There's so much hate. So many haters. But listen,
Bots.
haters are my motivators, okay? If they hate, let them hate.
Yeah, kinda
Who do I
have
hate
to.
most? I don't hate anybody. I
You
have
can't-
no enemies.
you can't let
I have
other
no
people
enemies. My
cause you
cortisol
to
is
change your
lowered.
behavior.
I have no enemies. I'm becoming in my old age, I'm becoming very monkish. I'm becoming very ascetic.
That's kind of him.
I'm just not
In general.
preoccupied with those things anymore. I'm getting to be older now. I'm nearing the grave as I push 30. And so you just realize nobody was ever watching. Well, once you get to be my age, you start having some regrets and you realize nobody was ever watching. And so you should just live your life, And if haters are going to hate, well, let them. Hate only poisons the vessel it is contained in.
A Sutton 04 sent $50. My dad is a part of the 103rd Reserve Unit and was at Shah Port when it was hit. He is alive but lost an eye and some good buddies. Hope they get them home soon. Praying for all families affected.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure there'll be more
Zog
casualties.
Patrol sent $20. Well, it seems like they don't have much of air defense anymore. If they're sending in B-52s, eyes emoji, skull and crossbones emoji.
Oh,
That one Growiper 19 sent $100. Hi. Thanks for the show. Thanks to you, I'm more knowledgeable on geopolitics and world Jewry,
Great.
as well as helping me grow stronger in my Catholic faith. Although I voted for Trump since I was swept up by emotions and didn't know about your Growiper War 2 at that time, I still want to apologize. But thanks to you, I won't make that same mistake with Vance. God bless you, Nick. Latin
glad
cross
to
emoji.
hear it. Thank you for the big super chat. That's all you had to say,
Austin
man.
at 717
All you
sent
had to say.
$20. Did you see Matt Gaetz on X saying he still has Vance winning the 2028 presidential election? By 2028, they'll be begging you for their endorsement.
Think so? Yeah, they're all still on Team Vance, which is disturbing. Gates, Green, Tucker.
Alexandra Pacheco sent $20.
Sickening.
Watching the show tonight with my grandma.
Yeah, how can
she
they-
says this kid knows what he's talking
Hey!
about. Lol, we love you.
Why is
Thanks.
nobody
I hope she's
else
not turned
talking
off by
about
all the other
Vance?
stuff when I go a little crazy at the end, when I get a little loopy.
They're
But
keeping
that's
him.
very sweet. Thank
Marcus
you.
Aurelius sent
Off of
$100.
everybody's
This will be Syria
mind.
2.0. We'll mobilize the Kurds and this will trigger Turkey to enter the war.
It's
Turkey will take
strategic
the northern part of
too.
Iran and they will
He's
organize the
been
regime change just
nowhere
like
to
in
be
Syria.
fucking
Also, Iran has
found.
25 million Turks. This
Dis-
might be the play from the beginning by us, not Israel.
Disappear.
That's true. You're right. I don't know if I agree with the last part. It's all about, I don't know if I go that far. But yeah, Iran has a huge Turkic population and they're right there with Turkmenistan. So that's from where the Turks came. So Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Earth Brooks sent $20. Hey Nick, thoughts on the Austin shooter? It happened a few blocks from my apartment. I can't seem to wrap my head around it.
I don't think it's a false flag. I think that was probably a Muslim, but I don't know. Everyone is saying it's a false flag. I don't know. Are they using that to justify anything? I don't think so. I think that, okay, call me a narrative cuck. I think that was just
Clinch
a
sent
Muslim.
$20. Ian Reed Jesus was king of the Jews. These Christ killers are in control of everything. When is our Tea Party moment? Our line in the sand. How does this revolution start without inciting? America
Okay.
First 1776 sent $20.
Officer,
I enjoyed your interview with Alex Jones today and I agree with your comments about blaming the so-called Klan trusters.
Officer,
Alex still seems to be holding on to
please.
MAGA, but this administration has betrayed us.
I know.
I love Nick sent $20. Me mom told me to read. What books can I read to be as smart as you? No entry sign. Cold
Very
Steel
good.
6R sent $20. Have you seen the reports of soldiers complaining that commanders are saying Trump is anointed by God to bring about Armageddon?
Yeah.
Heresy at its finest.
It's just,
Big Jig 11 sent $20. Is China missing the golden opportunity to step in and fill the security void created by the U.S. favoring the defense of Israel over the Gulf states?
no, dude, they have no capability to do
I
that.
Freddie
wish
sent $25.
more
I'm
people
tired of this
were,
shit too. W. Nick LGOP.
Thank you.
Ed Devovich
you know,
80 sent
pointing out
$23.
where the
Blank
fuck
shirt image
is
from a chat asking you
Vance?
about
Where's
band
this
instrument. You tune your horn
supposed
on my shirt.
golden
You phone your
boy
main
at? What's he doing?
I don't even
Not
understand what you're
fucking
saying. Yeah, I used to
standing up
play the
for
phone.
us.
CC Red 95 sent $25.
Fuck him.
Hey, thanks.
Out Lady of Glory
And
sent
his
$20.
fucking
When you relate it back to how the Jews love to
colored
destroy
wife.
society,
She can
infiltrate,
go
and extract
fucking
wealth until the well runs dry. It's done all right in our
back
faces and
to
people still choose to be
India.
blind.
So
Swiffer went
true.
Jeff Roy sent $50.
Thank you.
Huckleberry 999 sent $20.
Okay, I'm not reading
Javid
that one.
Shahpahlavi sent $20. You vilify the Iranian Patriots brave front in the crusade against Islam.
That
Something
dude
white
is a
should support
fucking
100%.
race
Now you will
traitor,
see us purge Islam from the
and
region while neutered Europeans live
he's
under it.
been no fucking good.
Yeah, that's just delusional. We don't care about your brown country.
Slow 40 SX sent $20. Everything aside, I was kinda pumped to see some gnarly war footage, but it's been majority Ace Combat videos and I slop. Can't even get a little bit of enjoyment from this shit show.
Yeah.
Cuban Heels and Leather sent $20. DHS is now investing Greg Bovinoff for allegedly making disparaging comments about the Jewish faith of Minnesota's
Really?
top prosecutor. This administration isn't even hiding who their loyalties are with.
That's crazy.
Pragmatic Culture sent $20. Was gonna say Canadian just rename it Dopey
I don't
Close
want to
already.
watch
Every
people
other clip
get
being
fucking
rewritten to give Vance a better
destroyed
framing is so
either.
tiresome.
Let's go. So true.
shit is
So true.
brutal.
He's not tired yet. He's not tired. He's not tired of putting out. He's not tired of throwing his little bussy back for the
Ugh.
GOP. So he's just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. He's just going to keep coming back for more. It's crazy. It's total. And he's doing it for free. Doing it for free. So we love, me and all my niggas, we love A-logging, aiding
Neo Jeff
from
sent
AF
$50.
Post.
First super chat. Been a fan since the No Jumper pod with Sneeko back in 2022 and have been watching the show every night since the DNC. You've been spot on about Iran since day one. Great show tonight.
So true. Thanks, man. Wow, 22. That's a
Anekti
long
sent
time.
$20. Alex Jones is wild. Smiley face emoji. Is he crazier behind the scenes?
He's the same behind the scenes. He's just a regular dude.
Needlemore
just
sent
out
$20.
there.
Thanks for the scoop. Kept thinking of Culvers when you were talking about the Kurds, but I think I got the gist.
Everybody
God of Conquest
was.
91 sent
Nice.
$20.
No
There were stories
way.
today that the US
That's
troops
so
are being told by their
fucking
commanders that the war
funny,
in Iran is just
bro.
because it fulfills
Damn, I
some
just
evangelical end
fucking,
times prophecy involving Israel.
hammered
These
my
people are
fucking
insane.
Mac.
Yeah.
Len G sent $25. Is using the phrase on both sides like Chanel an indication of you as a Frank Ocean fan? I don't know, man. Sounds kinda gay.
Is that who sings that song? I don't know who that is.
Jailton 42 sent $100. Sub Nick Lover Show. I used to watch Ben Shapiro, then stayed on DW for Michael Knowles, but now it's AF all day. Been listening since right after
Let's
Carmelo Anthony.
go.
Fuck
Let's
Michael
go. Thank you for the
Knowles.
big super
That dude's
chat.
A fucking cuck.
Yeah,
bitch.
Michael Knowles, big letdown. He's supporting the war in Iran. He's supporting Candace Owens. He literally has the wrong take about everything. He's like pro-Israel on everything, but he's also pro-Candace. I don't know how you
First
square
Funky
that.
username sent $20. What role, if any, do you think I will play in this conflict and or with possible future adversaries?
It's just another weapon. The biggest thing is the arms race with China and how the imperative now is for critical minerals and energy. It's a big energy suck. We need a lot of copper. We need a lot of fuel, nuclear. And then it concerns these supply chains and trade. We're friendshoring or reshoring everything. We're trying to secure minerals in all these countries, trying to make these deals like in
Yo,
Ukraine and
Look
in
a brother up
Greenland
with the
and
like,
Venezuela.
man. I'm at 64. Step it up.
In the pursuit
bro.
of the ultimate weapon.
There's
And we're
fucking
going to, of
230
course,
of you.
deregulate AI,
It's-
empower AI.
It's the least you could do. I do this
Um,
every fucking night.
So I don't know that it will play a role in this
Willie Nail sent
conflict.
$100. Went to vote in TX primary today. I vowed to only vote in my local races and skip the feds. It was harder than I thought it would be to skip just knowing Jasmine Crockett might be in the general. But fuck him. Glad I don't have to vote in the general. That's how they get us every fucking cycle.
Yep.
My civic duty this November is to not vote.
Thank you for the big super chat. Well, it's your
Bill
pick.
721 sent
Your
$20.
call.
Tucker's merch store is hilarious. Like neocons are gay for Israel hats. Shit like that. The hats look like Rip Abercrombie and Fitch embroidery from 2003.
Yeah, his merch sucks.
Wet Sock Roy percent $20. Thoughts on if Kyler Murray will yield better results than Justin Fields?
Don't know who those people
Strats
are.
Reese Croy percent $20. Hey Nick, when are we gonna say time to organize? Somali
we?
Instinct terribly sent $20. Do you like the Clap Penguin clip? I like it has such a spurk.
What's the penguin?
I could be your
club?
grandma sent $25. Hi mister, you could be my grandson. Have you noticed that Tulsi is suspiciously silent? Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, she's probably going to get fired because she's a nincompoop. She's a complete incompetent, has not been able to restrain anything, and they all hate her. They all hate her. Trump hates her, so she's going to be going out soon.
It is Artifice sent $20.
Probably
Do
doesn't
you
want to rock the
recommend the
boat.
troops to defy orders of deployment knowing this will mean jail for all involved? Or do you just enjoy LARPing as a dissident online?
That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Thanks, officer.
Lakefoot sent
Appreciate the
$20.
support.
I'm going to fuck the shit out of Sneeko.
Okay.
Droid sent $25. Great show, whatever. Millennial Groy sent $25. Thanks for leading me to Ascension. Starting OC after Easter. Also W on pronunciation of give. Keep doing the Lord's work. 07.
Thanks. Thank you.
Xerxes III sent $20. Is there a reason you constantly refer to the Iranian government as the regime? Regime is Jew-coded.
That's why they call you Goyim.
Boop Snoot sent $20. Sometimes
Okay.
scared we all gonna die, not just the
'Cause you're
regular way.
dumb.
Praying a lot lately. THX for the show. Not all the girlies left.
Out the
Yeah,
light.
they did.
Len G sent $25.
over.
Is using the phrase on both sides like Chanel an indication of
Yeah.
you as a Frank Ocean fan?
We heard
Robert
that
Hansen sent
already.
$20.
Thank you,
Do you think
Chud.
anybody still cares about Coney 2012?
Is that still going
Mason
on? I
sent
thought he
$20.
died.
Danelle Ebel is my cum slut.
Okay,
Christina sent
come on.
$50.
Even
I
if
truly
fucking
appreciate your
is
perseverance in the face of
dislike,
adversity that
fuck
most of us will never
either
experience.
or.
You and what you're doing matter. You'll be in my prayers, Nicholas.
Thank you. I thank you very
Those
much.
are
I
good
Young
appreciate
Man
it.
sent $21. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks.
Carter
Engagement.
11B sent $30. The people that said Kamala wasn't qualified to be president because she did nothing as VP will be asking you to vote Vance.
That's a really good point.
Wiley for C9 sent
Well
$20. What are your thoughts on Epstein memes being put out by the government to desensitize the general population? Have you been infiltrated? Is this why you sell the QCs? Smiley face emoji.
Yeah. It's all a conspiracy, bro. The government want. Yeah, okay, dude, for sure. Yeah, it's actually all distraction from the laptop. The Iran war is a distraction from the files. The files are a distraction from the laptop from hell. It's all a distraction. Yep, you got it. You cracked the code. Okay, all right. That's our last super chat. That's going to do it for me. Another late show. Remember to
Hella
smash
late.
the follow button on Rumble, smash the like button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the show. I'm on the air Monday through Friday. As always, thank you to our top super chats. Big thank you to the Nationalist. I Could Be Your Grandma, BTW, Harry.